What you doing? What you doing, dickhead?
Dickhead?
Yeah.
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 Yo. Fat Bald-Sicilian, FBS. I am very grateful for Fat Bald-Sicilian. I'll tell you why. FBS created more channels than Comcast.
You know, and then it's not like you have no violence on your record until you're 30, and then one night you just decide to go out and kill a cop. It doesn't happen like that. I got shot also. See that right there?
Oh my God.
Yeah, brother. I got shot 3 times.
But what I'm trying to say is that I knew that my life could have ended any given day, any given night, but it didn't happen.
Professor was always a tough kid. He was a tough kid. He had a nice punch. If you hit you, he would knock you the fuck out.
Your show, people are interested in your show. They look at you regardless. Remember I always said who was going to make it? You and him. You prospered exactly what I knew you were going to do.
Then I also think there was part of it where like that feeling that you had after watching that show, like the second it ended and it went to black, and that panic was like, that's what Tony had to deal with every single day.
In the Soprano family, we welcomed everyone, no matter what you did, even if you had one line or one word.
You know, and look, Lucky Luciano's buried like behind my house in the cemetery.
Nah, bro, you already successful because you overcame a lot of obstacles in life, my brother. Because me and you, we could have easily been back into the streets. You know what I'm saying? When times got hard, fuck no. Because guess what? Upstate, they leave them lights on for you. You feel me?
Streets, that's how I know him. The llamas of the llamas green. I still ain't seen no green. The color of his color green. You know what I'm saying? This is my dude, FBS, all day. Don't get it fucked up, twisted. Nothing fake about it.
You're the king of Mobtube, so let them keep on coming at you. The more they hate you, the more successful you're gonna be.
You come at the king, you best not miss.
Yizzo, what's going on, everybody? All right, what is it, Monday? I think. Yeah, that's why I titled it what I did. See that? I knew that. I knew it was Monday. Fuck you talking about? Let me do some shout outs over here. Miss Can't Be Wrong, Dave, Jason, Mike, Sel, Sally, D. Gainey, Edward, Everett. Hey now, Ridge. Sally, $10 for match. Thank you, Sally. Thank you very much. And as you guys know, she's one of the biggest sponsors of this show. So when she says match, you must match. Who didn't I shout out? Wait a minute. Michael Hensley, we love you too. Sally, dickhead. Oh shit, Argo, $5 for Yizzo. What's up, bro? Thank you, my man. I appreciate it. Ronan 456, yerp. All right, one more time, real quick, I guess. Can't hurt, right? We all love it.
Fuck is you doing? What you doing, dickhead?
Dickhead?
Yeah.
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 Yo.
All right. There we go. Let me see. Get back to my comments. Ridge, I shout you out. Hey now. What's up, bro? Well, you're saying hey now to hey now, probably, but good to see you. If I didn't already shout you out, I don't know. Jane Creek, dude. Psycho, yes out. Let me see who else we got. Maverick, good afternoon. Busy, yerp. Ferris 28. Hey, good to see you, bro. Casey Robinson, the shaky shooter. Yes, it is Monday. It is. Joey Frakes, yo, dickhead. What's up, bro? Oh, shit. A lot of good people here today. The fuck is you doing? Yerp. All right. So, no, I can't. Psycho. I can't. It can't. I fucking love that shit. It just reminds me of the people I was around. You know, a lot of the guys I was around always were from West Philly and shit. You know what I mean? So it just reminds me of all them. So anyway, did I get something here? No. That was Argo. All right. I wasn't going to do a regular show today, guys. I was going to focus on the election eve show, you know, election day eve, and just do politics. You know, I have that show scheduled, so I will be doing that at 5. So this show ain't going to run longer than that. But I wasn't going to do it for a bunch of reasons. I didn't feel like it. Some days I feel like there's not a whole lot to talk about. I don't want to bore you guys. You know what I mean? I hate doing those shitty shows. That's why I take them down so often. But I figured I'd come on and address a few things. D. Gainey sent me something earlier that was hilarious. The sit down with Jeff Nadeau, I will predict a Trump win now. Now a strong favorite in betting markets. I disagree. I disagree completely. I already voted early for a third-party candidate. I won't support corporatist war criminals, which is what both Trump and Harris are. Harris is a war criminal? Interesting. Never heard that before. Very curious about how that is, but whatever. Jane Creek, you got the right to vote for anyone you want. You should have voted for me. You should have just wrote me in. You know what I mean? FBS, Fat Bald-Sicilian. Should have done that. I mean, maybe I could have gotten a small percentage of the vote. Who knows? And then next time in 2028, I could be running. Never know. But thanks anyway, Jane Creek. Thanks. Since you didn't fight for Harris or Trump, thanks for not even thinking of me. That's fucked up, but I still love you. Antonino, good afternoon, FBS in the chat. Yizzo. Bookmakers want Trump favored to induce the action. So when dummies listen to the betting markets and bet on Trump, they make a killing. Yeah. Listen, we'll talk about this. Let's talk about this on the next show. No politics here. I don't want to talk about Trump or Harris. Fuck that. Prick Romano tweeted out, tweaked out, wrapped in a flag on the corner, yelling at people to vote Trump. That's not really happening, is it? I got to ask. It's like the Tony Pizza thing. You know, Romano, you never know. So let me address something from yesterday. I guess SoFlo went on after me, and I was getting texts telling me that he was saying all types of wild shit. Now, I don't really care, guys, because you already know. Like, there's nothing new being said. I assure you. And there's nothing anybody can say that hasn't been said before. So I don't know if there's anything super important you want to tell me, guys. I'm sorry, you want to tell me. If not, if it was nothing too outrageous or offensive, I'll probably just ignore it for now. I was asked to ignore it for now by someone. But you know how it goes. If I found out he said something crazy, I would be on here doing a different type of show today. You know what I'm saying? You know me, I don't give a fuck. So that's how I feel about that. Last night I was gonna come back on and go ballistic, and let me tell you guys, and you know me, I don't lie, especially about shit like this. I don't know a single word that he said. All I heard is that he said that Gunsmoke told him a bunch of shit, and he's gonna, a bunch of shit nobody knows. I guess he's gonna drop it. My advice to you, SoFlo, would be to drop it. Whatever he told you, I would just tell everybody. Why threaten? Just do it. You know what I mean? Do it. That's what I say. Don't threaten, though. So that's that. Yeah. It's that's what my advice to you would be. So that's that. Yeah, I figured busy. Nick Romano, I heard what he was doing this morning. He's looking for somebody's job and all that. Yeah, I know, but I know the whole story. I know the whole story, Miss Campbell. I knew it that day. I had a whole conversation about it. So, yeah, the Nick thing, Nick's another idiot. Nick, you should be worried about yourself and your health. You know what I mean? You're not doing well. You sit in a camera, looking like a fucking skeleton, and you're threatening people. You're trying to act tough, and you're, I don't know, trying to impress people. But you look like an AIDS patient. You look fucking terrible. You look terrible. So, hold on.
Gotta get out there and vote.
See what I mean? He's literally wrapped in an American flag telling people to vote. This is the type of stuff that gets people committed. Isn't that desecration of the flag when a scumbag wraps himself in it? I believe it is, right? It's like burning the fucking thing. It's pretty terrible. It's a shame what those Trump supporters do with that flag. But anyway, Ridge, $25. Damn, Ridge. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you, man. Anybody want to donate today? That would be great. That'd be fantastic. Maybe he didn't then. I don't know. Maybe he didn't say. That's what somebody told me, but I don't I don't take it seriously, and I couldn't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? So I know things. You know what I mean? I know things. So it doesn't matter. This is, whether he said it or not. But I just heard that. I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, that's my bad. But I have no desire really to respond to him, at least today. We'll see what happens. If he keeps talking about me, then it is what it is. We'll fucking, do what we did before, I guess. We'll go at it, but otherwise I don't care. And again, Nick, the things that Nick is concerned with in his life, is amazing because, it's just his priorities are in the wrong fucking place. I know that's shocking for a guy like Nick, but, you're a person who has nothing. You have nothing. You have no girl. You have no wife. You have no kids. You have no job. You have no income. You're supported by other people at 46 years old. You're on drugs, heavily, heavily, heavily addicted to drugs. You're severely mentally ill. And you're worried about getting people's job information. You're worried about putting pictures up little kids. You're worried about, saying that you're going to R-word children. I mean, he's twisted beyond belief. Like I'm going to venture to say something here that might seem crazy to you guys, but I think some of you might agree with me. Let me see. No secret. I'm a Trump supporter, but not a wrap myself in a flag and tweak out type of Trump support. See, I know that about you, Psycho. Yeah. It's one thing to support the guy. It's another thing to just, be one of the cult members. So, what was I going to say? Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that, and you guys vote, you just put the name in for your vote. Fuck that 1-2 shit. It gets confusing. I don't even think I'm going out on a limb to say it. I think it's quite obvious. Nick is severely more damaged than Tony Pizza and actually a worse person. Like, Nick makes Pizza look like a good guy. That's my opinion. I've never seen anybody this despicable in my fucking entire Mobtube career and my life. Also, I've never seen anyone like this. So, You know, a guy like that, you're probably best or better off ignoring. Like I said yesterday, remember what I said, how I closed the show? Anybody who wants to go to war with me, and I'm talking about any fucking buddy, okay? And leave families out of it, just me and you. Oh my God, it'd be the biggest favor you could do me. The biggest favor you could do me. My views are up. I'm not a big guy. I don't really care that much about views, but I make more money, and that's what I do care about. When I'm beefing and fighting with people, it benefits me way more than it hurts me. So I'm looking for trouble. I'm looking for trouble. I want a motherfucker to cross the line. You know what I'm saying? And then we'll go at it. So any fucking buddy, any one of you, you want to go to war, just me and you, without including families and being a pussy coward like that? Let's do it. You know, I think everybody knows who the winner will be. So that's that. I agree. Nick is despicable. He is. Nick is the worst person I've ever seen. I agree. Nick is worse than pizza. LOL. Really? Without a doubt, Jason. Without a doubt. I never thought I could say anybody's worse than pizza. I can't even say they're on the same level. Nick is, you know, worse by far. He's just a worse person. I mean, the guy, when he's yelling at people or when he's angry or whatever, has R-wording children on his mind. What does that tell you? Never in my fucking life. And you know me, guys. My words cut deep. I get fucking vicious. You guys have seen it. Okay? And especially if people fuck with my family, you know, I've said things that, you know, I think have probably put people in therapy, right? Never in my fucking life, not my old life, not my new life, have I ever, when I was going off on somebody or threatening somebody or anything else, never has it even crossed my mind to say that I'll R-word their kids, because only pedos think about that. It wouldn't even cross a regular grown man's mind. It just wouldn't. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying. Severely mentally ill. And I don't, you know, as far as before, I was kind of trying to be nice and say, Nick, you know, go get help. But I couldn't give a fuck. I don't, like I said, I don't care. Just let him do his thing. You know, I'm going to probably go back to ignoring him, because you're dealing with a straight up psychopath. You know, a guy who's not only doing these things, but in his mind, he thinks that he's winning, or this makes him look good. You know what I'm saying? So, can I say? Again, you know, we've talked about it before. I talked to somebody from Mobtube the other day on the phone about this. You know, how this used to be fun, you know, but it's these people that came in out of nowhere that fucking destroyed it. And there's a lot of them, and you know who they are. I'm not talking about people that just came in recently, you know. They fucked it all up, you know. Everybody started crossing the line. Well, they did, and then that involves, you know, or that makes, you know, other people wind up doing the same thing, you know. It's bad. So let me read some comments. Nick is too fucking stupid to vote. Well, I was gonna say I would bet money that he doesn't even vote. How much you want to bet? He's gonna be too busy worrying about me or SoFlo or somebody, Chicago, I don't know, whoever he's mad at. Bambi, fucking Baby A. You know what I'm saying? Let me tell you something. You know, I got my daily routine. Okay. I love it. Today I actually went early. That's why there was no rush for this show today. I got home, took a long shower, shaved my face, shaved my fucking head. And then I sat here for like 10 minutes and still started the show 10 minutes early. See that? Because I left early today because I woke up this morning at 9 o'clock in excruciating fucking pain. My back is, it's fucking, throughout the day, once I start moving, I'm fine. But in the morning, after being, you know, sleeping all night and you know, stiffening up, oh my God. So I couldn't go back to sleep. So I was like, fuck it. The only thing that helps it is moving around. Let me go move around. That's what I'm going to do tomorrow, of course, too. And before I do that, I'm going to vote. And I told Shanna, as soon as you get off work, go vote. You know what I mean? And she's going to. So I ain't fucking around. You know, you got to vote in this election. You know what I mean? You got to. too important. I think he always was. He was always talking about. He's like a Trump lover. He was always talking like that. He's gonna mess around and either end up in the loony bin or jail, probably. But maybe that's what he wants. Yeah, who knows? I don't know. I mean, he already is in jail. Honestly, people who are that severely addicted and people that are mentally ill like that, they're in a prison all their own. You know what I mean? They don't have freedom. They can't even think straight. They can't, make good decisions. They can't. He's to the point where he can't even comprehend things, and he just, comes up with theories in his head. Like when he said that Isaac called his brother his mother, I was like, okay, there's got to be a reason he's saying that. I'm not saying Isaac did it. I didn't think Isaac did it. I'm just saying there's got to be, maybe Isaac made the threat or something. You know what I mean? When you guys told me what led to him coming up with that theory, I was like, holy fuck, man. This is insanity. This is like, let me tell you something. The place I go every day, I talk to a lot of people. I got, some friends where I go. And there's this one dude, Jake, real cool guy. Love him, right? Yesterday, he's the one that told me that Trump was in the area. And he don't like Trump. So I'm like, okay, this is a normal guy. If he doesn't like Trump, he's probably, not mentally ill and he's semi-intelligent. So we got into talking about the weather because we're always outside. And it was like, I said, yeah. I said, I can't believe it. Like the last few years, several years, it's gotten cold and fucking by October, it's freezing. Now it's November and we got 65 and 75 degree days and everything else. And he goes, well, that's because of that. And he pointed to the sky. And I said, oh, God, what the fuck is he going to say? And he said, chemtrails, they can control the weather. I just walked away. I didn't even respond because I like the dude. And my response would have been, holy shit, you are batshit fucking crazy. Let me tell you something. Anybody who believes the government can control the weather should be in a fucking straitjacket. Seriously. Okay. And my opinion of this guy completely changed because now I'm like, oh, he's not a Trump supporter, but he's still a psychopath. Okay. All right. Very strange. Very, very strange. I don't know what to make of it. Anyway, I think with Nick, it's almost sad to watch him more so than with like Tony Pizza, who we just clown and love laughing at. I actually feel bad for Nick. I kind of do too. And that's why I was saying, I was being dead serious that day when I was saying, Nick, get help. I'd probably even help you get help. Honestly, I probably would have. If you would have called me that day, but he don't want. Listen, it's not like he would. And if he wanted help, I'm sure he wouldn't call me for it. But I don't. I mean, we've seen him disintegrate. We've seen him just, completely change into an entirely different person. His physical appearance has completely changed. And he's getting crazier by the day. So there's a part of me that feels bad for him too. You know what I mean? That's another reason why I wasn't attacking him constantly, because it's like, to me, it's like attacking Lefty. Yeah, when Lefty talks shit and I hear about it, I'll go off on Lefty. But I don't want to do it every day because Lefty, in my opinion, already has to be suicidal. I mean, he has to be. He's doing drugs that are going to kill him. He's given himself a terminal disease. No bullshit. Okay, so it's like, and there was always a part of me, not anymore. He's become an animal, but for years, there was a part of me that had a soft spot for the kid. So that's the thing about Lefty. That's why I don't tear him apart every day, because the things I will say, you've heard some of them will fucking, who knows what they'll drive him to do. And I'm not talking about to anybody else. I'm talking about to himself. So that's the thing with Nick. It's like, I don't know. I mean, when you see somebody that's mentally ill, it's probably better off to just stay away from them, not talk about them. You know what I mean? Because you don't know. You never know what's going through people's heads. I agree. Nick is despicable. I think I read this. Nick is the worst person I've ever seen. Yeah, let me get down here. I mean, pound for pound, I'm sure Nick has had more housing than Tony Pizza in his lifetime, judging by how he's not homeless. Yeah. Chris Capello, what's up, bro? Posting pics of someone's kids, especially their toddler, is a scumbag move. Oh my God. I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't know. Think Pizza has the same mental disorder that Nick has. Nick is more unstable. Yeah. He is. I mean, I don't know. If I sat back and thought about it, they might be, they might have more in common with each other, or might be more similar than more alike, I should say, than I, than I think. I'd have to weigh out all the horrible things each one of them did, but I've seen Tony Pizza do a lot of horrible shit. He is an absolute fucking animal, scumbag, despicable human being who should die. But I'm telling you, Nick has been here in a short time, and I think he's been here a short time, I'm sorry, and I think he's done more horrible things than Tony. I think he has. Plus, here's the thing about Tony Pizza. This is weird. But Tony knows when he's doing something real horrible. He'll sit there and play the fucking victim. He'll play the victim, and he'll act like it's everybody attacking him. But I know, and you know how I know? Because how many times has Tony Pizza apologized to Shanna for the stuff he's done? So he knows it's wrong. He knows it's wrong. Like the one time I talked to him, I told you it was like a Facebook call, a video call. And he was like a gentleman, and he apologized to Shannon. He said, "I'm so sorry. I never wanted to hurt you. I'd like to buy you flowers." Like, you know what I'm saying? Now, the next day, I mean, it doesn't last. But the point is, there are moments where Tony Pizza is grounded in reality. Very few, but there are some where you'll see that, wow, maybe he has some sort of conscience. But this guy, none of that. None of that. You know what I'm saying? It's odd. It's very odd. According to him, his family was being terrorized, Nick. So he left, which was the right thing to do. I think he said he was done. Maybe he'd come back in a few months, I think he said. Within like 2 days, he was back. And he's just started doing the same crazy shit that would get his family attacked all over again, if they were ever attacked to begin with. So Daniel Lorette, what's up, bro? Nick is definitely more unstable. Nick keeps getting worse and worse. Nick has pure anger. Pizza is just an R word. I agree. At least Nick takes a shower, I think. Nick is definitely more well-dressed than Tony Pizza. It's not saying a lot, but, I think Pizza knows what he's doing. He's just a scumbag. Yeah. Like I was just saying, yeah. And there's times when he at least pretends to feel bad, but that's the thing. Even if you're pretending to feel bad, that means that you know what you did was wrong. You might not feel badly about it, but you know what you did was wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. I just, I've seen moments that lead me to believe that. But, with this guy, I don't know, man. I mean, when he said he was leaving, he apologized to everybody. And that was it. And you know me, that's my rule. If you leave, I will never speak of you again. There's no need to. I'm not one of these people who gets off on trashing people. I do it if I have to. And even then, a lot of the times I pass it up. Today, I could be going wild on SoFlo. It's like, who gives a fuck? I'm not one of these people that lives for that shit, which is most of them. You know what I mean? I do it to fight back and defend myself and my family. So once you leave, I don't care what you did. I'll never talk about you again. I don't give a fuck. The last thing I want to do is bring you back. But, he apologized to everybody. He left and he came back worse. So I don't know, I don't know. I don't know what to say. Let me get down. I'm so far behind. I love reading all the comments, but I just can't. Let me go up a little bit. Jersey girl, did that little POS really say I called his family? I would never call anyone's family, not my style. I tell Nick what I think of him in a chat or ask for a link if he's in a chat. Yeah, I mean, I know I've heard you do that, or I've heard of you doing that, at least on one show. So I know, Jersey girl. It would never even cross my mind that you would do that. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know Isaac, as well as I know you, I guess, but I didn't believe he would do it either. Just because, listen, facts are facts. The good people are over here. The good people, the family people, the people, who work, and the people who, people who have made something of themselves, and people who are respectable and respectful and everything else. They're here. So anytime anybody says somebody from this chat is doing something, like one guy tried to say that my supporters are going and doing shit to his house and stuff, not a fucking chance. Not a chance. The people here, we don't do shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'll do anything if I'm pushed far enough, but it's just not, it doesn't come natural to me. Like, I don't get in a fight with Nick and think, let me terrorize your family. It doesn't. I don't. That is the biggest pussy fucking move on the planet. The one thing I respect about people, like I'll respect people on Mobtube who will fight like a motherfucker and never go there. Now, there's not many. I don't know if there's any really. I'm sure I've seen one or two. Like, I'll respect that you can fight like a man, and even if you lose, okay, you lost. There's people who fought with me who knew they lost and never did anything like that. Come to think of it, there's several actually. So I take that back what I said a minute ago. But some people, man, listen, I'm the wrong person to pick a fight with. I'm too good at this. I'm talking about roasting. I'm talking about I'm most likely smarter than you. You know what I mean? And I am somebody who will beat you at every turn, and people cannot handle that. Especially people who have some interest in being my friend, because it hurts them the most. But if you pick a fight with me, you're choosing to lose. Okay, so then when you lose, don't be a little bitch and start fucking with my family and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because that makes you look like an asshole, not me. Everything has been done to me and my family. You know what I'm saying? It's like everything's on a repeat here. It's just like a sequel, or you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. So I don't know. I don't know what to think of this shit sometimes. And yes, I did lose my train of thought. It's like a dog fight out there. You hear that? Oh, yeah, it's crazy. If you have beef with someone, leave their family out of it. Damn, how hard is it to fight like an adult? Yeah, man. I respect people who will fight with me like that. You know what I mean? But the problem is, again, when people are being beat, at least these types of people, and especially if they're being beat by me, because for some reason, I am a god to these people. You're going to think, some of you will think I'm crazy for saying that, mostly haters. You guys in here who are smart and honest, you know what I'm talking about. I have never, listen, I was always a leader. I always had a big group of friends. I never hung out in large groups, but I always had, large groups of friends. I was always a popular guy in school and every fucking thing else. I was fucking great with girls. Like I said, at pretty much anybody I ever wanted, I got. Okay. But I've never been in a position where people seriously become obsessed to the point where if they're not my friend, they have to be my enemy. And once they become my enemy, it's not normal where it's just like, okay, let's go back and forth or let's fight in the street. No, they want to kill me. You know what I'm saying? Seriously. And that shit, I don't even think that comes out of hatred. I think that comes out of love. I'm going to be dead serious. And what I mean by that is when you show yourself to any of you, and many, many people have done this, when you show yourself to be a person whose real interest is to be my friend, like when you've tried on many, many occasions to be my friend, okay? And then the fact that I won't accept you as one drives you insane and turns you into my enemy. You know what I mean? Like, I would have to think it's your obsession with me, not your hatred for me. But I think the obsession turns into hatred. I'm not even sure. I'd have to ask a fucking psychiatrist or something. But it's very, very strange because a lot of these people, and you know this, I've done it before. If I call them up and I even show any signs of, like if I'm nice to them, if I give them any, if I give them the idea that we can maybe be friends, they love me all of a sudden. I'm the fucking greatest, you know. But when I reject you, oh my God, I become the worst person in the world. You know, I mean, you know how many people I've seen who praise me when we're friends about everything, and then as soon as we're enemies, all that shit goes away, and it's the opposite now. You know what I mean? Like, so it's very weird to be me, because I'm telling you, I'm the only one who deals with this. There's not another person on fucking Mobtube who has people obsessed with them. There isn't. People who either need to be their friend or their enemy. For some reason, that's always the way it is with me. We talked about people like Code back in the day, and people like this. They would reach out to me. They'd be asking other people who talk to me, hey, have them call me. I want to talk to them, blah, blah, blah. It's like, and I don't know this motherfucker from Adam. I got no interest in talking to you. But for some reason, it's really important for you to talk to me. And then when I just do what I do with people like that, I just ignore you. Oof, man. Jesus Christ, they go fucking insane. I've never seen that happen to anybody else on Mobtube. Everybody else here is just another Mobtuber. And me, for some reason, I'm like, I don't know. I must impress the shit out of people, because I'm telling you right now, there is not a motherfucker on here who I couldn't call right now and say, come on, man, let's put everything in the past. Let's be friends. There's not a motherfucker on here who wouldn't jump on that and say, all right. You know what I mean? I'm telling you. There might be one, might be two. I doubt it, though. So it's very strange. And again, I am the type of person who I just don't take much interest in people. I really don't. Like, when you're like, you guys in the chat, you've been with me so fucking long. I've spoken to you, a lot of you on the phone. I feel like I know you personally, even if I haven't spoken to you on the phone or anything like that, met you in person, but other people who are just around here, like, I don't have no fucking interest in you. I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? Like, you don't add anything to my life. There's no need for us to become friends or anything else, but that's the thing with me. If you can't be my friend, because everybody tries, you must be my enemy. You insist on it in some way. You have to be involved with me. It's just like bitches. No offense, lady. You know what I mean? But you ever have an ex-girlfriend? You break up, even if it was a horrible breakup, even if it was mutual thing, whatever. That woman will somehow keep herself in your life, like, move close to you, keep calling you up, and, oh, I forgot something at your house or something in your car. Oh, listen, I know we haven't talked for a while, but there's one thing I feel like I need closure on. It's like, and the conversation will continue forever. And it's like, all I want to do is be done with this bitch. You know what I mean? Like, I wish everybody was more like me. People would not be worried about each other nearly as much, being in each other's business and every fucking thing else. I'm telling you, just the way I am. That little mother jumper jumped off the panel with the quickness, a little bitch. He's now that baby Teresa. Oh, he's saying you're Teresa the baby or whatever her name is. But what the fuck just happened? But first he said I was FBS in a sock account, you little bitch. That's another thing, man. Somebody was coming in here, and I know who it was. They hate Tony Ducks, and they were using mad sock accounts to try to get me to fight with Tony Ducks. This is what I mean. Like that's what you're doing when you're not doing a show. You're still on Mobtube and you're in people's chats, and you've taken the time to create sock accounts to try to cause a rift between two friends, which, by the way, you will never cause a rift between me and Tony Ducks. I fucking love the guy. I consider him a real friend. I've told Tony Ducks things that have never gotten out. And he's probably one of the only people, one of maybe 3 or 4 people I could say that about. There's a lot of things I don't tell people that, that I used to tell things to, but like about interviews or phone calls I get. Like, I got a phone call recently from a guy, fascinating mob guy, not a maid guy, but an associate from back in the day, Brooklyn in the 80s and 90s. He told me who he was. At first, I didn't believe him, but then he got real deep into his story, and he told me about a friend of his who was like his partner in the streets who's with him. You know what I mean? And like literally physically at the time. And he talked about doing an interview. And we went back and forth, a couple phone calls and then, or text messages, one phone call, some text messages, and I never heard back. But I know it was this person. I know it was by certain things they were saying because I know enough about that guy's story, you know, and I know his voice and everything else too because I've heard him on TV and shit. You know, I only told certain people about that, you know, at least for a while, for the first couple of weeks. Then when I realized it ain't happening, it was like, fuck it. I think it was, what was it, two weeks ago? It had to have been 2 weeks ago. Yeah. Because that whole first week was when I was waiting to hear back. So, you know, stuff like that. There's plenty of reasons I don't tell people shit like that, but there's certain people I will always tell. I'll always tell Miss Can't Be Wrong. I'll always tell Joey Dimes. I'll always tell Tony Ducks. I'll always tell War. You know, and even D Gainey, and there's just some people in here, you know, the people I know. Sometimes I'll tell you shit just to see if it gets out, you know, and then if it doesn't, I know, hey, I could trust you. But yeah, somebody like Ducks, man, you're not gonna cause a rift between me and him. But what's astonishing to me is that anybody would even like, I make fun of these people all the time. Like, you are a joke to me if this is your life. That's just the way it is. Okay. Last night, you know why I didn't come on and do a show going after SoFlo? You know why? I told you 7 o'clock was date night. That was it. And me and my wife spent all night together, and I did not get distracted one time by this horse shit. Because most of the messages I got about what was going on was during the politics show yesterday. Pretty much stopped after that. I am not taking time away from her or my family to do this horse shit. And if you're on here and you're not making money, you're taking time away from your family for nothing. You know, so Nick, you will never, ever, ever see a sock account that belongs to me. I don't have sock accounts. I never, ever had sock accounts. Well, before I joined Mobtube, I was Christopher Moltisanti in I think Lee Cole's chat or comment section or something. It only lasted a few days, but I don't use sock accounts. You know what I mean? If I thought about it, there might have been 1 or 2 times, but I don't really think so. And all that coming into somebody's chat and whatever you're doing with these sock accounts, like, why are you not doing something else? And I'm not talking about any specific parts. This is, you know how many people do this. Nick, for example, has like, he had to have, right after everything happened and blew up, I heard some things, but I know he had somebody create literally thousands of sock accounts for him. That's how he would come in here and just, you know, flood the chat with all these sock accounts like every day. And that's why I started, you know, putting a time limit on the, you know, the chat, like, you know, how long you had to be subscribed to join the chat. I mean, guys, my life would feel so fucking empty. You know, this to me, I swear to you, and I'm very proud of myself because I'm one of the only ones. This is just something I do to make a living. Do I enjoy it? Sometimes. Lately, I've been enjoying it a lot. But this is all it is. You know, this is it. I don't hang out in chats because there's no money there. And my family isn't there. My friends aren't there. You know, it's just, I want to be those places. I want to be at home. I want to be out doing something. I want to be living life, you know? So I don't get people like that. And I'll always clown and laugh at people like that. People are on the phone all fucking day. Like, people have made up rumors about me. Like, I remember one guy, I found a clip of him the other day saying this. He said that when he was friends with us, we had weekly Zoom meetings. This guy literally pulled that out of his ass. I can tell you right now, nobody I was ever friends with on here ever had a secret Zoom meeting, and certainly not as a group that I'm a part of. Okay, people make up those things because they want people to believe that I'm plotting. That's how they get people to attack me. Oh, they get in people's ears like Nick Romano. It's FBS. FBS is doing it behind the scenes. FBS is not here during the day. Okay, I'm not in this room. I come in this room to do the show, and then I leave this room Okay, and then I'm out doing something or I'm at home relaxing. You will never fucking find me hanging out in people's chats. It's just not my thing. I don't know how much time I got left on this earth. I try to make every fucking day as meaningful as possible. But people think that because it's all projection. When that's what you do, you just assume that's what everybody does. So it's just funny to me, man. It's funny to me. I look at people like that and I'm like, Jesus. How could you see yourself as anybody successful or anybody who has their priorities, straight in the right place, or anybody who's accomplishing something or, living your best life? I mean, fuck, this is misery. It's fucking misery. That's what I want to do. I want to be so miserable. I'm trying to cause fights between other people. I want to be in here fighting with other people. That makes me happy. That gives me peace of mind. I'll do that. I'll fight with you to the death just because it will make me money, especially certain motherfuckers. We've seen an example recently, So I did one show recently and I got, I don't know, I probably made $300 on here while I was doing the show. And afterwards, probably another 200. It's not a bad day, right? One show, $500. So it always works out in my favor, guys. Always. I swear to God. I swear to God. People love seeing me fight with people. They love seeing me trash people, So little fucking nutbag. Go get the help you need and leave kids alone, you meant. Yeah. They should, but Nick's goal here when he does stuff like this is to demonstrate to everybody the fact that he will go as low as humanly possible. He don't give a fuck. He wants you to know that he's evil because this is what a lot of these guys do. They'll show you just how evil they could be because they don't want to fight with you. You know what I mean? They're pussies. So it's like, let me just go after his family, or let me just put a picture of his kids up, and then he'll leave me alone, because you don't want a real fight. You don't want a real fight because you'll lose. So that's what a lot of these people do. They go straight for families. How many I've seen it when I'm beating your ass and you swear to God you're not going to mention families. Eventually you do because you can't handle it. There's a lot of fucking people on here that happen with, So that's the thing about it. It's just a tap out to me. It's like, oh, you fought with me for a day or two. I'm whipping your ass. So now you're going to do this or that, or, just pick a family member and go after them. Fuck out of here. You know what I mean? You're a fucking baby. So don't get involved in fights if you can't handle losing. Okay. Don't. Who are you talking about, Busy? I don't know who you're talking about, Busy. I'm not sure. We have wonderful people in this chat. No one here would do that. Of course not. But again, I don't even think any of this is happening. I think it's all in his head. I think he's imagining it. I'm being dead serious. There's no doubt he's delusional. There's no fucking doubt. When you say something like FBS gives baby A, Jersey Girl, and Isaac FTZ orders, what the fuck? What? Maybe if you would have said it about Miss Can't Be Wrong or something. You know what I mean? Because in other words, like, or certain people I was super, super tight with on here. It'd be like, oh, okay, well, like a lot of people assume that a certain friend of mine, did whatever I wanted them to do. It's the complete and total opposite. And I never try to force anybody to do any fucking thing. I don't give orders. I'm not in the fucking mob. But people have this in their heads, and it's like, but to come up with that combination of people, it's like, I mean, maybe if you saw me and these people like beef with someone together, but I don't think you've ever seen that. They're all my friends, Isaac, Jersey Girl, and Baby A. But, I'm not like, I don't even speak to them on the phone. So when would I be giving them orders? It doesn't even make fucking sense. I'd have to do it live on here. What are you talking about? If I have something to say to someone, I say it to that person. I'm not a spineless little bitch. Stop with your bullshit lies. Well said. No shit. You ain't kidding, bro. You are not kidding. But I love it. I live for that shit. I do. You know, sometimes, yeah, I just want peace. But listen, when I see, oh shit, wait a minute, I just did a show about this motherfucker and I made X amount of dollars. Let's do more of that. You know what I mean? Like, that's where my head goes, honestly. I told you, this is who I am in life. Show me where the money is and I will go get it. Any job I ever got, when there was different positions available, they would say, which position do you prefer? I would say, which position pays the most? This one, okay, I'll take that. Why wouldn't I? I'm here to make as much money as possible. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't, the same thing with drugs. Listen, when I was a kid, I saw that there was mad money in drugs and it was easy as a motherfucker. And it was like almost a cool thing to do. And chicks loved you and everything when you were, you know, and I said, oh, that's where the money is. Well, I'm going to go get it. It's illegal. I'm going to get it. So that's the way I see shit, you know? I know, Miss Campbell. Jealous of your successful channel. I guess it's not a successful channel, but maybe to them it is. You know, shit. I'm like that too. Once I don't like someone, that's it. I can be in a room with someone and be cordial. I'm nice to everyone until you give me a reason not to be. Yeah, that's how I am. You know what I mean? And here's the thing about me. Once you do something wrong, not only will I, you know, walk away from you completely, I will literally erase you from my mind like you never existed ever. Like we have no history together whatsoever. That's what I specialize in. They befriend FBS, then get jealous after he has helped them start their channels. If they don't immediately make the same as FBS, they get butthurt. Even if they ain't making it years later, they're still butthurt. You know what I mean? It's like the phrase "all roads lead to Rome" is used figuratively to mean that all choices eventually lead to the same result. In this corner of YT, all roads lead to FBS. Absolutely, BTF. Don't know how Pizza thinks he deserves money for his show. What show? Boring, same repetitive BS. Yeah, let me read some more comments. Remind me to get the pizza before we end because I got to start the other show. Go do your own thing. Be original. Don't let another man lead you by the hand, for fuck's sake. Yeah, that's my thing. You even helped people out in need. I remember you left to help a guy. Oh, yeah, you know that. That's me, you know. But these people who hate me, you know, they got to make me out to be a horrible person because they hate me, right? So how do they justify their hatred for me? They overlook all of that. Nobody. And I'm not trying to be a dick because I don't do things so I could throw it in people's faces or hang it over their heads or even mention it, you know, for any reason in the future. But to be honest, there's nobody on here who has tried to help as many people as me or has helped as many people as me because it's literally one of the things I'm here for. I'm here, oh, no doubt, Ducks. You already know. I'm here for more reasons than Mobtube. You know, nobody can say that one of my first shows wasn't an addiction or recovery show because it was. And I did them weekly at least in the very beginning. You know, so nobody could say I just came here for this. No, nobody could say like, oh, but he's just doing that to seem like a good guy. Then why did I start doing it before I even knew I would have haters? Because it's something I'm passionate about. You know, so I don't do that to sound like a dick or brag, but it's like, yeah, if you want to compare yourself to me, tell me what you've done to help somebody on here. Tell me what you've done to spread any type of positivity. Tell me what you've done that's not negative and evil. You know, because I can give you a whole list of shit. So, Busy Pizza makes up lies and bullshit, thinks he deserves payment. He's the stupidest motherfucker on wheels. Yeah, let me get to that. Hold on. I'm going through it right now, FBS. Not in the way you're saying, but the way that I have to deal with her because I have a child. Oh, I feel you, bro. I know. I feel for you more than you know. FBS has helped a lot of people. Took Chris Drager to rehab. Made sure one guy had supplies while in rehab. I could go on and on. Yeah. Listen, and I don't, you know, again, I don't, I would never brag about something like that because I did it out of the kindness of my heart. I didn't do it so I could have, you know, I don't know. like I said, use it in some way in the future to make myself look good or anything. But yeah, I mean, here's the thing. It's just me. You know, if somebody reached out to me today, even if I don't like you, and said, listen, Chris, I know we have a terrible past, or, you know, we fucking hate each other, but you know, some stuff maybe that I don't know about this rehab, you know, thing or detox or something. Is there anything you could do to lead me in the right direction? I would fucking, I would walk through the whole process. I would learn shit I need to learn just to help them. I would do whatever the fuck I have to do. You know, and there's nobody in this chat who I'm close to who couldn't call me up and say, hey, I need a few bucks. I need this or that. Nobody. You know, so. But it's funny, though, because I have more haters than anyone, and those haters make me out to be evil. So if you're new here and you don't see my channel first, you see all these other scumbags. Your opinion is, it's just like if you watch Fox News all day and you listen to nothing else. If you watch Fox News all day, Biden is the most incompetent, you know, worst evil scumbag human being on the fucking planet. And Trump is a god. You know, so it's just what you listen to. So if you're listening to people talk shit about me all day, you never get a chance to actually know me. You just come to the conclusion that I must be evil because they're saying I am. No, I know you don't, Miss Camp. You're wrong. Ranger Fan 11, what's up, bro? Let me get to this. Wait a minute, Jersey girl dick riding 100, but now every girl that gets his ass is FBS. It's beyond stupid. Yeah, he's a dummy. I just wish someday I'm going to do like the Truman Show. No freaking ZD now. I'm going to do like the Truman Show. I'm just going to record my life for a day, you know? It wouldn't matter. They'll just say, oh, he's just doing that for the camera. No. I literally have a routine every single fucking day now. And it's been that way for about 2.5, 3 months. I have the exact same routine every fucking day. Every now and then I got to rest, you know, but, you know, I'm never on, you will never find a fucking sock account that belongs to me. This is not me. I don't need them. I speak my fucking mind. I don't care who you are. If you want to fight with me, I will fuck you up verbally in a fucking heartbeat, and I'll make money doing it, and it'll put me in a great fucking mood because I'm a sick bastard in my own way. Okay? I don't need to fucking do pussy shit like use sock accounts and pretend to be other people or be afraid to use my own name, or, you know, I don't use proxies to go out and talk shit for me and all that. I never needed to do it, and I never will. I don't know. I don't know who you're talking to, Jesse, but it ain't me. Oh my God, Chris Parks. I did a whole thing about that a long time ago. Yeah, there's no doubt that people are addicted to this shit. This is their thing. They actually miss out on other shit to do this. I know it because I've seen it with my own eyes from certain people. There's other things they're supposed to be giving attention to, and instead they're wrapped up in this. That's why last night I got those texts during the politics show. It distracted me. It turned out to be a horrible show. I took it down, right? As a matter of fact, I deleted it permanently. But once that show was over, I took about 5 or 6 more texts from somebody. It wasn't telling me any bad news. It was just a conversation about something. And that was it. That was it for the rest of the night. It was just Shanna time. You know, that's how I like to spend my life. Jersey Girl 732-999. Please smash the like. Thank you, match. Yeah, guys, can we get some last minute donations? Come on, man, help me out. It's Monday. I don't know what that means, but throw some money my way. Thank you, Jersey Girl. And she is one of the biggest sponsors of this show, guys. FBS, I have a confession. I think the Zoom meeting rumor started after one of my sarcastic comments. Well, I don't know, because it was a specific guy saying that he was like, that he witnessed these things between me and I think it was 2 other people that we had every fucking week. You know, it was so fucking stupid. It was like the day you fucking find me spending my personal time sitting on the fucking screen with other Mobtubers, that's the day that everything fell apart, and you know that I'm not the same person you used to know. You know what I mean? I pride myself on how little time I spend on here. You know what I mean? Like when I go out every day and do my thing, get my exercise, I'm out for 2-3 hours. My head is clear as a motherfucker. I'm distracted. That's why I do it. The peace of mind it has given me, it's like meditation. You know, so like when all of you are thinking about me, I can assure you I'm doing something positive in my life. I'm doing something to improve my life. I'm doing something to make myself better. You know, that's my goal every day. Where you guys want to sit stagnant and just stay on here and fucking fight with each other like clowns. That's my fucking thing. That's why you guys don't see me get all intense and start going berserk like I used to and doing show after show unless somebody really pushes me. I don't give a fuck about you. You could die tomorrow. I don't give a fuck. Your life is meaningless to me. So anything you say about me is meaningless to me. So, you know, I'm like, you see how my demeanor has changed. I'm nice and calm now. Even when I'm tearing somebody apart, I'm doing it calmly. I'm not yelling and screaming, you know, and, you know, it's some of it is by design just to show you that that's how little I give a fuck about you. I'll get around to you if I feel like it. You know what I mean? But you know, me in an all-out war with everyday shows going back and fucking forth like I did before, all that's showing is that in some way, shape, or form, you're bothering me. You know, so I don't have time for any of you motherfuckers to bother me. Oh, which one, Sally? Can you put it or text me? I don't know who you're talking about. I don't think any, or what he said. I don't think anyone called his mom, and I hope no one did, but I think he's full of shit. I hope no one did. I'm not down for that shit. You know what I mean? Unless if he's fucks with my family in any way, I will, Nick, I promise you, I will fucking terrorize your fucking family. Legally, but I will to pay you back. There's no question about it. I have no problem with doing that once you do it to me. None. And I'll do it better than you because I am a fucking research expert. You're looking for somebody's job information. If I look for your families, it'll take me 12 minutes. I'll know where every single fucking person you love works. I ask around. You know what I mean? There's nobody on here who doubts that for 1 second. I'm the wrong one. You're better off fucking with somebody else. He is. It's the just say shit crew saying shit. That's right. This last time around, Ferris? No. That's no. I know you have Count Fagula. I know. Shame on him for saying his mother has dementia and he takes care of her if that was true. And I hope his mother don't, but he wouldn't have time to be on here 24/7. Trust me, I know. Yeah, no doubt. Takes to recovery twice a week in the beginning. Don't sell yourself short. Oh, is that what it was? Thank you, bro. And Wednesday we'll be doing one too, by the way. For Thursday I won't be here, guys. I'm getting a fucking wisdom tooth on the bottom pulled out. I have a feeling it's going to be way worse than the one on the top. So, and I can't do my thing that I do every day because you can't have a lot of physical activity after you get one of those fuckers pulled. So, I'm gonna have no choice for at least 2 days but to rest. Friday I'll be on this bitch. Don't get it twisted. I ain't taking, you know, but my other shit I do in life, I'm gonna have to take a 2-day break at least. He is. FBS, have you heard from Shinebox or Steve Cutler? Hope they are doing well. If so, please say hello to them for me. Yeah, they're doing okay. I will, Jersey Girl. Is that right? Oh, Black Moon. I loved Black Moon, bro. You know how many records I got vinyl? Oh my God, I was beating visually. It's in the hip hop blogs. Wow. All right, guys. Unfortunately, Sally, did you ever let me know what? I don't know. I was gonna bring up that Tony said that he's gonna have Tony Pizza that he's gonna have Elon Musk shut us all down, but I ain't got time for that. Sorry, D Gamey. Maybe tomorrow. Let's go do the politics show, guys. If you're not interested, that's cool. But I'll tell you what I will do on this show. Anybody who wants to come up and express why you're voting for somebody, rather than it getting heated and being a big debate, I will just allow you to come up and you could give your reasons, or you could just say, I'm voting for so-and-so, you know, and that'll be cool. It's a pre-election fucking show. It's a election day eve show. So anybody could come on and express their opinions, and there will be no debate. I think that's the best way to do it, you know, because, you know, things get crazy then. I don't want that to happen. A fucking a friendly show, you know, and of course, you know, I'm not gonna lie, I'll probably be trashing Trump. But all right, guys, thank you for everything. Everybody who donated, not many of you, very few of you. Jersey Girl, Sally, Ridge. Argo. Is that it? That's not good. Well, maybe I'll make more on the politics show. I highly doubt it, but maybe. Wait a minute. I didn't have specifics now. What? Sally, I don't know. Maybe call me after the show. I'm very curious about what you're saying. You said that's not the worst thing he said, and I asked who, and you said I don't have specifics now. Text me after the show, please. I'm very confused. All right, guys, go over to, well, no, stay right here, and not on this show, but I'm doing the Election Day Eve show on both channels. So if you're interested, show up, right? I love you. Right now, Faris, it's starting, and just give me 5 minutes to, I don't know, maybe eat a little something real quick, drink some water. I'll be on. But the show's scheduled. Go hang out over there. All right, I love you all, and until next time, salute.